So he has asked as to how to learn Kubernetes without complexity. I guess you can't learn Kubernetes without complexity, but then I'm going to give you the short answer, hacking hacker, that when it comes to Kubernetes, first you got to understand all the way from Docker and Docker Swarm. That's the best way for someone to understand what Kubernetes is all about, because only when you create a cluster using Docker Swarm, which is the easiest way to do till date, or you probably work with certain AWS services like ECS, Elastic Container Service, or probably Azure Container Instances and so on, that you will probably understand what cluster is all about and how do you run containers in a cluster. And then you would probably learn the architectural components of Kubernetes and then deep dive into one of those architectural components, and then probably learn about all the different API objects and so on, and then start creating these objects through the imperative fashion as well as the declarative fashion. And then you would probably understand what Kubernetes is all about and why it's going huge in the industry. And the reason why it's going huge is because, of course, the industry is crazy. Someone somewhere has chosen, okay, let's go with Kubernetes. We go with Kubernetes, but that's not the case in every case, because there are certain organizations who need to improve their learning curve for all of their employees to handle Kubernetes projects. When you move towards Kubernetes, the cost increases like anything. So you have to also think about the cost. You have to think about the learning curve for all of your employees. If they are not ready to handle Kubernetes workloads and productions, please just don't go with Kubernetes. Try to go with just bare metal VMs or just VMs that would solve your use cases. So that's in regards to the industry implications. But to learn it, understand what Docker is, understand Docker Swarm, and then probably Mesosphere and so many other orchestration services for clusters, and then go towards Kubernetes. Yeah, because Kubernetes is a project. Probably the best way to learn it is if you have a ton of money on your hands, deploy OpenShift, and that's a product which is based on Kubernetes, which is a project. So understanding OpenShift also helps you understand what Kubernetes is all about. So yes, Praveen, would you like to add something to this? Yeah.
No, I think pretty much you have covered all the things in your answer. So that was really a good answer for this question, right? So I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Awesome.